Hey guys, here we are for the conclusion of Delving with Devin on the mana base. Frontier, uh, Marvel Jund. The deck was sweet, even though I had more misplays than I've ever had before, more misclicks than I've ever had before. We were still able to basically win out against some pretty sweet decks like Jeskai Black, Esper Dragons. There's a token deck. This deck just seemed pretty sweet though. There was some like middle of the game situations where we didn't really have anything to do, didn't draw any of our action spells, so we're just kind of waiting to draw them. But we do have ways to draw into them with the four vessels. So maybe running more cards like this that allow us to dig into our Marvels and our Emrakuls is where the deck should go. Maybe at least in the sideboard, having an additional like 2 copies of like dig type spells. I don't know what those dig type spells are. Maybe they're not printed yet, but I can assure you they will be at some point, because it's not like they're going to stop printing cards that do this type of effect. So as more cards get printed, this deck is just going to get even more powerful, whether it's more powerful search, more powerful creatures, planeswalkers, whatever, more powerful removal. That stuff's getting printed all the time, just making the deck better and better. Sideboard was pretty good. I'm sure this list could be tuned. I mean, we only played 4 rounds with it. I played a couple rounds before recording the video set, and I played a couple of rounds that I couldn't record, or I did record, but the decks that my opponents were playing were just like completely terrible, or they were like leaving and stuff like that. So I did play quite a few rounds of the deck, and the sideboard did feel pretty good, but there is definitely room for improvements. And the one awesome thing about decks like this is if you're sleeving this up for your Frontier tournament, you can kind of alter the package, the creature package. Like some lists are running the Hornet Queen over World Breaker, some lists are running 4 Ugins, some lists are running the 4 mana Chandra. Some lists are running like 3 Emrakul with like an Ulamog or whatever. So you can really kind of fine tune the list to your own preference and what you're expecting. But yeah, I really like the World Breaker. It goes really well with the Kozilek's returns, just flashing them back. Just gives a lot of value. And in that last game there, even though we like used 2 spells to counter it, had I not drawn Emrakul, what I was going to do was start, like chaining these World Breakers back. I just start really taxing his mana and his removal. So you guys have the list. It was really fun to play. Whenever you get to like tap a card, look at 6, cast one, and those cards that you're looking at contain these, it's going to be a fun time. So I highly suggest picking up this list. It really kind of goes over the top of the format, and you really just got to be careful with the low to the ground decks, but running 3 main deck sweepers definitely helps with that. So there you guys have Delving with Devin this week, and we'll see you guys next time.